Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the second decan of Taurus, and which is 10 to 19.59 degrees. The thing is, it's not 10 to 20 degrees because I say 10 to 19.59 degrees because technically the third decan starts at 20 degrees. So when I say 0.59, I'm talking about minutes of arc, of course, 59 minutes of arc. The ruler, and yes, it does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. First off, the ruler is Venus, sub-ruler is Mercury. This is the Virgo decan of Taurus, and this can, of course, can give some Virgo flavoring. And the thing is, I'm the person that has this decan or decadent. It's another synonym. Decadent's another synonym for decan. Excuse me. This may be the person may be a little smaller in stature than the other two Taurus decans on average. The eyes, may be a little more diminutive. Features may be a little bit smaller in general on average than the other two Taurus decans. And the thing about this is, this flavoring of Virgo can give a little bit more, you know, scrupulousness, punctuality, meticulousness, verbosity, and reticence, and also analytical ability to the nature of the person. May be a little bit more cerebral than the other two Taurus decans. On average, this is a person that might bring, a lot of that, that Taurus persistence, to something, of analytical nature, whether it's, analyzing, sports games, breaking down statistical data of sports teams in order to analyze the game, extrapolating data. This is something that the person may be very proficient in. And the thing is, this is a person also that may really, enjoy methodically diagnosing things. It could be a person that's exceptionally industrious. Taurus can be very hardworking, and then Virgo is very industrious. I say, Virgo, is arguably, the most industrious, hardest working zodiac sign, in general. And this could be, so that could give a little more hardworking energy to the Taurus person. And this is a person, too, that may go through, really laboriously go through every agonizing detail, of a project. Person may flourish. It could be critiquing art. Art is connected with Taurus, and being able to analyze, critique, which can have some criticism, of course, is Virgo's forte. Uh, this could be a person that could actually be a very adept financial analyst as well. This is a person, that has this, Taurus, 10 to 19.59 degrees, second decan of Taurus, and also it may bring those strong powers of endurance to improve physical health. It could be somebody that may work out vigorously, and this is also a person that might analyze something extensively before taking a course of action on it. And the thing about this is, this person may be more adaptable and pliable than the other two decans because of the Virgo sub-influence. And Virgo, of course, is a mutable, adaptable sign. The thing about this is, and the person may also be, more tactful and diplomatic, than the other two, Taurus decans on average. Could be a person that could be very prudent, regarding health-related matters. Somebody that may often wash your hands vigorously. Um, a person that likes to have everything sanitized and spraying things down more than most people. I'm not saying it's going to be This Virgo Decan of Taurus is going to be somebody that, grabs the paper towel, in a public restroom and grabs a door handle using it or anything like that. But it's a person that may have a lot of, health precautions, and it's a person that could really, work laboriously on matters and stick with, all those details, agonizing details until the bitter end of a project or endeavor. And it doesn't matter, what it is, as long as Taurus is happy with it, they generally will, flourish at it. Taurus is a sign that actually, works well, when they're in a harmonious environment. So that's imperative for Taurus, regardless of the Decan or Decan effect that it's actually in. This is a person too, that might, really have. I mean, Taurus by itself can have very strong powers of concentration. And then you have, the Virgo, sub-influence blended in, concentrating on the smaller things, the things that a lot of people, may not always pick up on. This is also, a person, having this combination. It's somebody that could be, the quintessential worker, because you have, again, the Taurus hardworking energy, and you have Virgo, that's blended in, which could be really, very industrious. And the thing is too, this person may be a little bit more, critical and fault finding than the typical, Taurus person, because of that Virgo energy, that's blended in. And this is also, as far as this goes, I mean, you also have to look, it's obviously, Taurus, regardless of Decan, is going to be very economical. Taurus is disinclined to, spend, money on things, and, unless they have to. Virgo can be very frugal, but you also, of course, have to look at contraindicators and modifying influences in the chart. If you have, say this Taurus Decan, but, let's say you have, Leo Ascendant, as an example, Leo rising outwardly can be very, come across very extravagant, and that could be a person that'd be more inclined to spend a little bit more. Or even your Sagittarius rising, maybe somebody, that might spend recklessly, on things. If Venus, say, is another example. Let's say Venus is an adverse aspect to Pluto. That could be a person that might be, has to guard against compulsive spending. Or even Pluto conjunct Venus, I think, can manifest in that as well. So you got to look at the whole, whole picture. And this is a person that's probably has their financial, finances very organized. It might be a person that has, certain money, is able to keep a certain money in stocks, certain money on a bank account, as an example, and have everything, planned out, set aside. Okay, I'm going to spend, whatever on this, spend whatever on this. And this is a person too, having the Virgo flavor, that could be, somebody that may enjoy dissecting, things, compartmentalizing. You have like that Taurus stubbornness, that strong powers of concentration, unwillingness to give up. And then you have the Virgo, sub-influence, that could be good at compartmentalizing. This could be somebody that could do well, say, defragging a computer, as an example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.